gets 100 yards of 80-pound test line for this fishing pole.
Wow.
He's got a surf rod, a real short surf rod, and he hooks it up to the braces on the eagle. And I'm holding the bird, and he says, "Let him go," and I pick him up and just do this, and he comes up, he starts flying, he's flying away from us. But we didn't figure that he had a breeze behind us, and we had quite a ways to go across this field. This bird comes out of there and he starts flapping, and he's letting him run, and he gets about 2/3 of the way across the field, and he starts to break down with a brake, and he's got this leather pad on his to slow this line down.
Oh, okay.
And nothing's happening. He's pushing on the damn line. There's smoke actually coming off the pad, and the bird is still just moving away from us.
Test is successful.
Right. And there's a fence there, you know. I was like, "Oh shit, man, what's going to happen now?" And he finally wore the bird out. He had about probably 10 rounds on that reel.
Wow.
And the pad was burned.
Wow.
When this bird finally just settled down. And of course we ran out across the thing, picked the line up, turned him upside down, and picked him up. And then when you got him up, he's standing up facing you, and you got the line in your hand.
Yeah.
So you just pick the line up, and his feet come out from underneath him, and he comes up. But he's got his wings out, so now you got him up. You got him up, and you got to get the other. You got this hand, and you get this hand, and you get a hold of the talons. You got to hold the talons up by his elbow. And then you got the bird, and then you have to take this wing and wrap it in.
The wing, yeah.
Wrap it in like this, and put that against your chest. And the other guy comes up and pushes the other one. Now you got him, where you can hold him, and then you turn around and walk back with him.
It's very important. It's very important for you to have a hold of his.
Yeah.
Very important for you to have a hold of his legs, and not for him to have a hold of you.
Yeah, because they get black talons out of them. Just a talon, male, that long.
Yeah.
And I had a turkey vulture bit me. They don't have a big bite. They don't have a very powerful bite. They can't break skin. But I was holding on to him. I had him up like this, and I was putting my hand out like that, and I had gauntlets on up to here, and I saw his neck start to come out, and I looked at that, and I thought, that fucker's gonna bite me. You know, he just his neck kept uncoiling and uncoiling and uncoiling. Finally, just reached down and left a blood mark. You know.
Yeah.
That was it. But hawk will break the skin.
Go right through.
Oh yeah. So when I was working with a great horned owl once, and we got into a little bit of a tussle, and they're very strong. They have those big, strong legs, you know, and they're very strong. And he got a hold of my glove, okay, and then you know, those gloves they're big. You wear those big, thick leather gloves, okay, and so you know, this. For my little fingers, it's mostly space in there, and he just got like the space, and it was like, so he managed to. I had a hold of his legs with one hand, and he had a hold of my hand, and my fingers with his talons, and I had to actually call for help. I was like, I couldn't get out of it. It was like, if I let go here, then I really don't have control of the bird at all, you know. And he's got me here, you know, and it was. They are strong.
You can feel that. I've had the same thing happen. I mean, and they grab a hold of you like this.
Yeah,
and the talon closes down, and you can feel the pain through the glove.
Oh yeah, I mean, those little needle-like stuff.
They're not hitting you with the needle. It's just the pressure of the talon.
They are really
and the other thing is, they have a ratchet. They have tendons that pull these things together, and they're in a tube. And the tube's got grooves that face back toward the body.
Oh.
And the tendon has grooves that face forward. So when he pulls the tendon up, he does this, and then relaxes, it just stops. The grooves interlock and it stops. It just sits there.
So it's a locked.
Right. So the next time he applies pressure, it goes click, click, and it goes up again. And when you grab a hold of that talon and pull it back, you can hear this. As this ratchet just lets go. You know, it's an amazing thing. It is.